everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back, and thank you for supporting me. I'm Coretta. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make custom stickers for your cups. Come on, y'all. Let's see how I did it. For this project, I will be using vinyl sticker paper, some party cups, and I will be using my fraction measuring tape. I will leave a list of these items in the description of the video. A friend of mine asked me to customize these cups for her. So the first thing I'm going to do is measure the area of the cup for the sticker. I'm going to be using my fabric measuring tape, and it is a fraction measuring tape. So as you can see, like, it has the fractions here, and it makes it easier to convert your fractions to decimals so that you can get the most accurate measurements for your projects. So I am going to measure the area for the sticker, and so I'm going to put it here, and then I'm going to put it here. These cups have like a little lift on the bottom area here, and so I don't want to measure this part of the cup. I'm just going to measure this part of the cup. And so measuring this part of the cup is looks like the cup is like 3 3/4 inches high. The area where I want to put my sticker, that area is 3 3/4 high. Next, I am going to design the image that I want to use for my stickers. So here in Cricut Design Space, I'm going to add my image. To add my image, I am going to select Upload on the left toolbar. I'm going to select Upload Image. I'm going to select Browse. I'm going to navigate to where the image is located, and I'm going to select my image and then select Open. This screen is showing the image that I uploaded, so I'm going to select Continue on the bottom right. On this screen, you would remove the background. The background for my image has already been removed, but if you need to remove the background from your image, you can do it manually on this screen by scrolling down and selecting the magic wand or the eraser. And if you have Cricut Access, then you can use the background remover here. If you do not have Cricut Access and you do not want to do this manually, then you can take your image to the website called remove.bg and remove the background from your image. I will leave a link to a video in the description that shows you how to use the Remove BG website. So since my image has a transparent background, I am going to select Apply and Continue on the bottom right. On this screen, I am going to select Flat Graphics for Print and Cut. Then I'm going to select Continue on the bottom right. This is the image detail screen. Here you can give your image a name or change the name, and then you can add keywords to your image as well so that you can find it later. I won't be doing it for this video, and so I'm just going to select Upload on the bottom right. So here's the image on the screen. On the canvas, I am going to zoom out and then size the image down. This is going to be a very simple design. You can make your design as elaborate as you would like. So for my design, I am going to duplicate the image. So I'm going to make sure that the image is selected, and on the right at the top of the layers panel, I'm going to select Duplicate. Next, I am going to flip this image horizontally. So selecting the duplicated image, I'm going to go to the top toolbar and I am going to select flip and then flip horizontal. Now that the image is flipped, I am going to position it where I want it. Next, I'm going to group the two images. So to group, I'm going to select both of the images, and on the top of the layers panel, I'm going to select group. Now I'm going to add an offset. So making sure that the image is selected, I am going to go to the top toolbar and I am going to select offset. I'm going to change my offset to 0.3. I don't want that little space right there, so let me go 3.5. Okay, so that's better. And if you want to, you can change your distance by typing it in like I did, or you can use the slider bar here to change your distance. And then once you're satisfied with your offset, then you can select apply. My offset defaults to black, and I want this offset to be gold. I did a Google search for a metallic gold hex code or color code, and I found a shade that I like, so I am going to use the hex code to change the color of my offset. So on the layers panel, I'm going to make sure that my offset is selected. Then on the top of the toolbar, I'm going to select the color swatch that's next to operation. I'm going to select advance. And then I'm going to type in the hex code in the little box here. So I'm going to type my hex code. And then I'm just going to click anywhere on the canvas to close the window. Next, I'm going to add a rectangle to the bottom of this design. To do this, I'm going to select shapes on the left toolbar, and I am going to select the square with the round circles, with the round corners, I'm sorry. And then I'm going to select shapes to close it again. I'm going to change the color of the rectangle to the metallic gold also. So selecting my square, and then on the top toolbar, selecting the color swatch, and then selecting the metallic gold color. I'm going to click anywhere on the canvas to close it. And then I'm going to size and position my square where I want it. The next thing I want to do is add some text. To add text, I am going to select text on the left toolbar. When the text box opens, I'm going to type my text. I'm going to click anywhere on the canvas so that I can type my next word. For my next text, I'm going to select the text box on the left toolbar. When the text box opens, I am going to type my next text. And then click anywhere on the canvas to close it. Now that I have my text, I am going to change the font. I'm going to select Nancy's, and then on the font menu, I'm going to select the font drop down. I am going to select system because I only want to show the fonts that are on my computer. And then I'm going to search for a font called Nova Quinta. So I'm going to type that in the search bar. And then I'm going to select my font. After I select my font, I'm going to click anywhere on the canvas to close the window. I'm going to select Dirty 30, and then I'm going to select the font drop down. I'm going to search for a font called Candera, and I'm going to select my font, and then I'm going to click anywhere on the canvas to close the panel. I'm also going to change the color of the text to white, then position it where I want it. Now that I have my sticker designed exactly how I want it, I'm going to select the entire design, and on the bottom of the layers panel, I'm going to select flatten. Then I'm going to size the sticker design to size. So I'm going to select the sticker, and on the top toolbar, I am going to go to under size. I am going to leave the lock proportion locked, and then I'm going to change my height to 3.5 and hit enter, and the width of my sticker will size proportionately. I am going to duplicate the sticker 6 times so that I can fill up one sticker page. So I'm going to make sure that the image is selected, and then on the top of the layers panel, I'm going to duplicate this 5 additional times so that I will have 6 stickers. Now I am ready to print, so I'm going to select Make It in the upper right corner. Here on this screen, I have my Print Then Cut mat. There is nothing to do here, so I'm going to select Continue on the bottom right. On this screen, I am going to select Send to Printer. I'm going to select Next. I'm going to select my printer. I'm going to leave Add Bleed on, and then I'm going to turn on Use System dialog, and then I'm going to hit Print. The System dialog box will open, and I am going to select my printer, and then I'm going to select Preferences. I'm going to change my paper type to HP photo paper, and then I'm going to change my print quality to best, and then I'm going to select OK and print. Once the image print, I am going to verify my print quality and then select Done. On this screen, I will select my material settings. I will be creating Kiss Cut stickers. This will allow me to remove the sticker from the backing. To get this effect, I am going to select Premium Vinyl Texture. I am going to be using my blue mat to place my sticker paper. I am going to place the sticker paper on the mat on the top left corner, and I'm going to align it up with the grid. You can also see that Cricut has placed an arrow right here to let you know that this is the left side and that your image should be facing that way. But you can always check your computer screen and place your image on the mat in the same manner or in the same way that it shows on the computer screen. So I'm just going to place my sticker paper here, and then I'm just going to make sure that it is well adhered to the mat. I'm going to get this cut, and I'll come back to apply it to the cup. Okay, so the stickers are finished cutting, and so I'm just going to apply a sticker to the cup. And when I am applying it to the cup, I want to make sure that it is on straight, not necessarily centered because it is a cup, but just on straight. So this, guys, is my sticker on my cup. What do you think? All right, guys, that's all for now. I hope that you're able to follow along with my process. If you like this video and would like to see more, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will respond back. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.